Hi, this is Vanessa with Designs by Vanessa. I am going to demonstrate how to work single crochets all the way around your brim. So here's a sample. Whenever I complete my brim, I like to work one round of single crochets all the way around before I start. This is the seam. It is on the inside of my work. So this tutorial is specific to half double crochet brims. So here's a half double crochet, here's another row. So these were the half double crochet rows that you worked before you joined. So for every two you get approximately 3 stitches around. So let's get started. This is where you joined, and you want to chain one single crochet in the same stitch. Now here are the 2 rows of half double crochets, so right there you will put your first one and make sure you go through 2 loops so that it doesn't create a gap in your work. So right here is where you'll put your second stitch. Make sure you go through 2 loops again. Now for the third one, it's a little tricky. There's that big gaping hole. You don't want to work in there because you'll have a hole, so you want to go under this strand and then into that hole, that space, and then do your single crochet. So work your single crochet under this strand and then into that hole so that you're going through both loops, and that sort of pulls it up and it looks better. Otherwise you'll have a big gap. So here's the next 2 half double crochets. Again, you'll get approximately 3 stitches. So there's one, and here's your second one right here. Go through 2 loops, and then we're back at the third one, the tricky one. So you go under this strand right here and then into that big space and then work your single crochet. So now you're doing your next set. 1, 2, 2, and then the third one you want to go under this strand and into that big space. So if the pattern calls for increases, what you do is just work another stitch into that same stitch. So that will be an increase stitch. By placing 2 single crochets into 1 stitch, that's an increase. So you would just follow the pattern for the number of increases, worked evenly around, whatever that may be. So here's another set. 1, 2, and then the third one under the strand and into the big space. So this is just really how I like to work my single crochets around. I'm sure there are different methods, but this is what works for me, and it's my favorite way of working the single crochet. So anyway, it works for the half double crochet brims. So that's a half double crochet, there's another one, there's another one, and there's another one. So for every 2 you will work 3 single crochets. So there's 3 stitches there, and that's the other 2 sets. So once you go all the way around, this is where you slip stitch. This is the first single crochet, so go around and then slip stitch to the very first single crochet. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video.